Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be cutting and sewing men's shirt. These are the measurements I will be working with. The length of the front pattern is 30 inches. We have the front and we have the back. The back panel is longer than the front by 4.5 inches. So let's get into it. You first mark your starting line, then you mark your armhole, your waist. Mine is 19 for my client. The armhole measurement was gotten by dividing our bust or chest measurement by 6 plus 1.5 inches. That is how come we got our armhole measurement. So extend these points in a horizontal line. On the starting line, we mark our shoulder to shoulder divided by 2. On the armhole line, we mark our chest or bust measurement divided by 4. You come out by half inches and then curve the armhole line into the starting line. You come in by half inches and then curve it back into the original armhole line to form the front armhole. Transfer the measurement on the armhole on the waistline and then on the full length of the top. Then join them together. On the waist, come in by half inches. This helps to give shape to the shirt. Then connect it back into the full length. From the starting line, you come down by 3.5 inches, then connect it to the center front, then cut it together with the back pattern. After doing that, you pull the back pattern, just as you see me doing. But before that, we are going to do our necklines. For the front, I went in by 3 inches for the depth. And then for the width, I did 2.5 inches. Curve this to form the neckline for the front. Flip over the back pattern on the front pattern. I hope you understand, just as you see me doing. You flip the 4.5 inches over the front pattern and then trace the front neckline to form the back neckline. Before you cut, you have to measure the neckline you have formed to see if it matches with that of your client's neckline. Mine is 9 inches times 2 is 18, which is perfect for my client. So you cut the back neckline and then cut the front neckline. This is the lining of the shirt that we are going to be making. So now we are going to cut out the pattern we've constructed. I made a mistake over there, so ignore it and then let's go ahead and cut. On the bottom line, I came up by 5 inches to create the shirt slit. And then I went out by 1 inch plus half inches, which is 1.5 inches. That is what I'll be using to create the shirt slit later on. You understand when we get there. Don't get confused. If you've made it this far, thank you for coming to my channel, and I hope you subscribe, like, comment if you don't understand anything. So I used the lining to cut the fashion fabric. Here we have our back panel. You have to snip the flip over or the fold over that you created, then put the lining aside. We are going to be creating the back yoke. So I bring in this scrap fabric. That is what I'm going to be using to create the back yoke. you fold it half inches, iron it flat, fold it half just like I'm doing. Make sure it's very flat, it gives a better outcome. Then place the back pattern on it just as you see me doing, and cut exactly as you see. Cut the armhole as well. Notch the center. So this is what we have after cutting the back yoke. So you see, we're going to place this on it, then stitch it together. Okay, after stitching, I place the lining on the shirt and then secure it only to the shirt pattern and not the yoke. The lining is just to make the fabric heavy, not to do anything. So the yoke is separate, but I did same for the front pattern. So now we are going to join the shoulder line. I did one off camera, and then I'm going to show you how I did this neat shoulder joining. So you see, we have the front pattern, we have the back pattern, and then the yoke, as you can see. So I joined the front together with only the yoke and then secure with pins. Hope you're watching. Watch this very carefully. Now we have only the yoke remaining. So you flip over the yoke, making sure the necklines align. You see, and then pin. It's quite technical, but just watch what I'm doing. Then pin it together. After pinning, I head over to the sewing machine and then sew it together. After sewing, I trim off the excesses and then see how beautiful and neat it looks. You see? Very easy. So I flip it over to the front side and look at how beautiful our shirt is coming out. I like to retake my measurement at this point. This helps to correct all the mistakes and excesses before actually joining the size. So you see, the shoulder width, I altered it. But make sure you do yours at the back of the fabric and not on the fashion fabric as you see me doing. This is not right. Okay, so you cut off the excesses and then snip the joining point. So I'll go over to the sewing machine and join with ½ inches on the side straight down. After doing that, you see the 1.5 inches we left is what we are going to use for the slits. We are going to fold it over like this. This will make a very neat finishing. You see. So on the side, we are going to rip off that joining with it for the slits. Then I also turned the neckline with a bias. At this point, this is what the shirt looks like. We are yet to make the sleeves. To cut your sleeve, you need to cut a rectangle whose width is longer than your armhole measurement. You see, this is on fold and I'm cutting both together. So my armhole measurement is 8.5 plus 1 inch, and then for my forearm is 4.5 plus 1 inch. Join these points together. I rushed on the sleeves because this is for the shirt pattern, and at some point I'm going to make a detailed video on how to cut sleeves. So remember, these sleeves are two. I'm doing both together, and then just watch what I'm doing. So the snip part that you did on the armhole, you're going to connect it to the snip part on the shirt. Make sure you snip the curve areas. It really helps to smoothen your stitches. So I pin both the left and then the right sleeves together onto the shirt, and then I stitch them together. This is how it looks after stitching them together. So you join them inside and then sew with half inches. I made the placket off camera. So I would like to say thank you for visiting my channel. Let's help this channel grow. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and then this is the final look of the shirt. Thank you and bye.